Hey everyone, welcome to your fun moves. Today we're gonna be working on an all core focused strength workout. And as far as equipment goes today, all you're going to need is your mat, some space to safely move around, and one heavier-ish weight. So I have my 120-pound dumbbell. We're gonna be using it to hold onto for an offset suitcase carry knee drive. It's a really great core exercise to do that isn't a plank. All right, let's get right into it everyone. So whenever you're ready, let's actually all start in an all fours position. So we're gonna go hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And what I want you to do here is spread your fingertips into the floor so you're trying to make your hands as big as you can. And take your time getting set up, making sure those hands are right underneath the shoulders and that your knees are also right underneath those hips. All right, I want you to push the floor away and pull your shoulders away from your ears. Now from here, take a big inhale, feel everything sort of relax and maybe even expand slightly. As you go to exhale, I want you to think gently pull your hands back towards your knees, knees back towards your hands. All right, relax, let everything go. Take that nice big expanding, relaxing inhale. Exhale, pull everything back, hands towards the knees, knees towards the hands. All right, let's try that one more time. Expanding inhale, feel everything relax. Exhale, push the floor away, pull the hands back towards the knees, knees back towards the hands. Nice. All right, now from here, you can let go of everything, come to lie on your back. All right, we're gonna bring those knees up to a tabletop position, and we're gonna take our hands are gonna push into our thighs, thighs are gonna push back into the hands. Again, let's take that expanding big inhale. Exhale, see if you can push the hands into the thighs, thighs back into the hands. 2 more big breaths like that. So on your inhale, you feel things relax, lengthen. On your exhale, we draw everything together. Your belly button back towards the spine, hands pushing into those thighs. One more time, big inhale, breathe in. Exhale. Hands towards the thighs, thighs back into those hands. All right, everyone, we're gonna drop those feet down towards the floor, flip back around, and we're gonna come into a forearm plank. In that forearm plank, we're gonna go elbows right underneath the shoulders. A little hot tip to make sure those elbows are right underneath the shoulders. If you grab onto opposite elbows and then extend those arms from there, you're exactly about shoulder width apart. All right, we're gonna step those feet back into a high plank. Or into a plank. You're in your forearm plank though. And I want you to push the floor away, that same sensation we had when we were down on the floor. Option here, you can drop down to those knees. We're here for 30 seconds. In this plank, I want you to think pull those elbows back towards your toes or your knees just to create that little bit more resistance. And again, we're pushing the floor away so our shoulders are staying nice and strong and stable. Slight hug of the glutes together to make sure that we're not holding our plank here with our butt in the air. We want to make sure that we close off that space between our hips and our rib cage. Get that core feeling nice and strong. We're going to come to lie on our back. We have a tension style dead bug in 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. Come to lie on your back. Where you take those hands back into pushing into the thighs, thighs back into the hands. Let's just add a little bit of movement into the mix. Take an inhale, you're gonna reach your right arm, your right leg away, but while you keep the left hand pushing into that left thigh, back through center, regain that tension and then switch to the other side. Left arm, left leg, inhale, exhale, pulls you back through center. This is our movement 2. We're here for 30 seconds. Now we're only going to repeat these movements twice. This is kind of like our warm-up. Pretty spicy warm-up today. There wasn't really much of anything. Well, there is, but a little different today. All right, pacing it with your breath. Inhale to reach away. Exhale back through center. We're back into that forearm plank. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go, forearm plank. Elbows underneath those shoulders, pushing the floor away with those forearms. Here we go, whenever you're ready. Now your feet could be together to touch. That will make your life a little bit harder. A little bit wider, going hip width apart will make your life a little bit easier. So play around with whatever feels comfortable for you and your body. I'd rather see a high quality, good feeling plank than you trying to be a hero. Maybe you need to do that dropping down to your knees. Maybe that feels better for you. Go for it. See if you can pull those elbows back towards the knees or the toes for the last 10 here. Whew. Good, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tension style dead bug one more time. Pushing those hands into the thighs, thighs back into those hands. Same arm, same leg reaches away. This one's definitely like rubbing your stomach and patting your head at the same time, so take your time. Now, if you feel anything into your low back here, really maintain all those same points of contact on the floor you feel as you would move the arms and leg around. All right, 10 more seconds here. We are gonna come up to standing. We have our last and kind of only work set that we'll be getting into today. And we're gonna have 3 movements. I'll walk you through it. All right, we got 3, 2, 1, nice work. Okay, each movement is gonna be done for about 40 seconds. We are going to have sort of a single side for a couple of the moves. So whenever you're ready, we're up to standing and you're gonna need your heavier weight. If you didn't happen to have a heavier weight, that's okay. You could imagine like you're holding on to something super heavy. You could like grab something super heavy in your house to like hold on to. It doesn't need to be a dumbbell. Okay, feet are gonna be nice and close together. It's a little bit narrower than hip width apart. Let's hold on to that weight with our left arm. Now, you can just hold on to the weight here and be like, oh, this weight's kind of heavy. It's like dragging me down. But you're gonna be the boss of this weight, okay? You're like, I'm showing you what's up weight. So you're standing up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Take the weight slightly away from your side. Okay, so remember that weight's not taking you down. You are taking over that weight. You're the boss of that weight. Okay, pushing that left foot into the floor, we're gonna drive our right knee up towards our chest. Thinking core like a plank. Slowly place that foot down, other side. We're gonna drive that left knee up, switch to the other side. Now, if you're looking for something to do with this right hand, you can imagine like you're holding onto a weight as well. You're gonna have to use your core as you switch from side to side to help you stay nice and balanced, especially with that weight being in one hand. All right, we got about 10 more seconds here. We're gonna switch that weight to the other side. So that weight's gonna come into that right hand in 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing, that weight's in that right hand. Remember, you are the boss of that weight. You're standing nice and tall and proud, alternating that knee drive. Now notice how it feels switching from one side to the other. Nice and slow and controlled. Now this isn't gonna feel like the feeling you get in your core when you do a million crunches. This is gonna be a little bit different. This is working into sort of a more like deep inner core. How we gotta work that deep inner core is with basically no movement of the torso. So that is your goal, is to try to stay as stable as you can. 10 more seconds here, everyone. We have a side plank. Up and over to each side in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get started on that right forearm. I'm gonna give you a couple options here. We're gonna have that elbow right underneath that shoulder. So again, elbow underneath that shoulder. We have to push the floor away, very similar to how we felt when we were down on the floor. Option here, you can just keep that bottom hip on the ground, pushing that forearm into the ground. If you feel comfortable, you could lift that hip, lift that top leg, or if you want, you can extend both of those legs. Nice and straight and long. Ooh, that took me a hot sec to get into. We're holding here for 20 seconds. You hold whatever variation makes you feel the most comfortable through everything on that right side. Okay, so if you went to go lift that hip and you feel a bunch of pain in that shoulder, keep that hip on the ground. Maybe you went to go extend the legs like I did here, and that didn't work for you. Keep that bottom knee on the floor. All right, let's switch that left forearm in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left forearm. Here we go, making sure that elbow's right underneath that shoulder. So for option 1, even just holding here is great. It's a great way to get connected into everything on that left side, in particular your left oblique. If you want, you can try lifting that hip or extending both those legs and stacking the feet. Whew. Keep pushing that forearm into the floor wherever you are. Our last movement is gonna be, I don't know, I call them cannonball crunches because you kind of look like a little cannonball. I like calling them that, it's cute. All right, let's hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that hip down, come to lie on your back. All right, we're gonna go heels on the floor. You got a good bend into the knees. You can take your hands behind your head. Now exhale, we're gonna crunch ourselves up, bring our left knee up to a tabletop position, and we're thinking elbows almost towards that knee. Don't worry, you don't need to crunch yourself all the way up so the elbow and knee touch. And then other side, exhale. Other side. So we're alternating side to side here. Option with this one, if you feel comfortable, things are feeling good for you, you can lift both knees up off the floor, tapping those heels down. Nice and slow and controlled here, keeping the bend in the knee. We're here for 40 seconds. Everyone, we have to go through those moves 2 more times, and then that is our workout. All right, we're gonna take a hot, quick second rest after this before we start round 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. We're back up to those standing knee drives, that offset carry. Now, a lot of misconceptions with core is like, yeah, I get it. It does feel really good to do like tons of like, you know, sit-ups and crunches because you feel it, like kind of that last movement there. You feel that burn in your core and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing so much good stuff, which like you kind of are, it's great. There's no right or wrong, but if we want to get that sort of like deep inner core stuff that's going to help keep our spine stable, happy, and healthy, along with our pelvis, everything else, we got to get that juicy stuff in between too. Okay, here we go. Let's grab onto that heavy weight. Let's start with it in our left hand. In 3, 2, 1, round 2. So remember taking your time with the setup here and reminding yourself that you are the boss of this weight. And if you don't have a super heavy weight, imagine if you were holding onto a super heavy suitcase. How would this feel? So remember, ribs drawing down towards those hips. Whew. 10 more seconds, everyone. We're gonna switch to the other side, take that weight into our right hand. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Another option with this one, if adding the knee drive is too much, simply hold and stand. Get super comfortable in this really tall position, core engaged. Mindfully switching side to side. Remember, keeping that weight slightly away from the body. All right, we're halfway. We have that side plank again. Okay, listen up. With our side plank, there's going to be an option to add on to it if you want and if you feel comfortable. If you're like, no, I like my side planks how I did them the last round, just like tune me out, okay? But if you're like, kind of want to try something else, then do it with me. All right, we got 3, 2, 1. Onto that right forearm, elbow underneath that shoulder. Remember, you can just simply hang out here. That bottom knee is bent. You can even try lifting that top leg. If you're holding here and you're feeling comfortable, that top arm is going to thread underneath that right side. Now imagine like you're pulling onto a big heavy rope. You're gonna pull it up to the top and let go. 10 more seconds here. We're gonna see the same thing on our left forearm in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, left forearm. Oh yeah. Also, I should have mentioned, everyone, you can do this twist wherever you are. So you could even do it if you had that hip on the floor, hip lifted with the knee, or extended straight out. So tons of options with that side plank. All right, we have those cannonball crunches next. In 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Remember, option to go single-sided or double. Heels are on the floor. I challenge you to slow it down. especially when you come up to the top of that little cannonball. Ten more seconds here, everyone. We go through this one more time, and then that is your workout. 3, 2, 1. So I kind of felt towards the end there with those cannonball crunches, I actually wasn't able to like keep the same points of contact on the ground as I was extending my legs away. So I kind of had to like really think about it, and I might do single-sided next round because I was feeling it a little bit into my low back, which, you know, we've been working our core for a good little while here. It's starting to get fatigued. Okay, here we go. Last round, let's start with that weight in our left hand. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. So next time you're standing, like, I don't know, like the bus stop or like wherever you would be standing at the grocery store, holding on to things, I want you to think about this movement. You're just like standing there and you're like, I'm the boss of my groceries and stuff, you know? 10 more seconds, everyone. We're gonna switch to the other side. Three, 2, 1. Let's take that weight into that right hand. Whew, here we go. So naturally there will be a little sway side to side, but you're gonna try to mitigate as much of that sway as you can by finding that control of your trunk, your torso. 15 more seconds here, everyone. Looking straight ahead as well. Side plank up and over to each side. Remember, option to add that rotation, that little twist if you want. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see that right forearm. I'm gonna add that little twist. It's actually feeling pretty good for me today, so I'm gonna keep going with that rotation. If you went to go reach and you were like, oh gosh, no, don't do it. Remember, just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that you have to. And if you know me, usually I actually hold side planks with my bottom leg down, but they're feeling good for me today. All right, other side in 3, 2, 1. We finish off with those cannonball crunches after this, and then we are all done. So home stretch of our workout. Stay focused here. We are in this together. Halfway, 10 more seconds. We got one more 40-second working interval. 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And if you're kind of feeling the same thing that I was feeling, that I kind of explained after that last one, and doing the doubles was too much, go to singles, that's okay. So single-sided. So we're keeping the heels on the floor. $15 more seconds. I'm gonna see if I can finish a couple more doubles. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, everyone. Wherever you are, you're gonna hug both your knees up towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Whew. How are we feeling, everyone? I'd love to know what your favorite movement out of that workout was. I have to be honest, I think I was really enjoying the side planks with the twist. I have a bit of a love-hate with side planks, but you know, they might be, even though it's a love-hate, I kind of love them. Okay, let's take our left hand to the outside of our right knee, and we're gonna pull our knees over to the left, reach your right arm out to the side. What are some other movements I just like love? You know, there isn't really any movements I don't like. I don't really love jump squats though. They're just so hard, And jump lunges. Fuck jump lunges, everyone, honestly. When I used to teach in studio, there was a gal who would come to my classes and her favorite movement was jump lunges. And she was an absolute star at them. Like so good, and she just would absolutely crush them. Not me, not for me. Okay, other side, let's bring those knees over to the right-hand side. Left arm out to the side. Whew. Everyone, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Like I said, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what your favorite movement out of that was. Which one like maybe got you feeling your core the most? You know? Whew. One more big breath wherever you are. All right, and let's flip around onto our stomachs, quick. Oh yeah. Okay, quick little Sphinx pose. You're gonna go forearms down on the ground. Whew. Palms facing down, and we're just gonna gently look up towards the ceiling. And can you maybe think about like breathing into the floor with your stomach? So trying to get a little bit of space into everything kind of anteriorly in your body. Everyone, before I filmed this, I filmed an upper body workout for all of you, and it was hard. It ended up being so much longer than I thought it was gonna be, as my workouts usually are. All right, whenever you're ready, you're gonna bring yourself up from there. And that is your workout, everyone. Thank you so much for choosing to move your body with me today. If you have any comments, feedback, requests, let me know. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.